At this moment, we will analyze the effects of the value of changing the values of a, h, k in the equation y is equal to a times quantity x minus h squared plus k of the quadratic functions in its graph. Okay, so let's start with a. If we're going to move this a, going to the right of, or if we will increase the value of a, notice that our parabola gets narrower. As we go back closer to 0, it gets wider again. But if a is exactly equal to 0, look, our parabola becomes a straight line. That is why in every quadratic equation or quadratic function, a should not be equal to 0. Otherwise, it becomes a linear function. If we go to the negative, our parabola is now facing downward. As we go to the leftmost, it gets narrower again. If we go back to 0, it gets wider. So if a is negative, the parabola is facing downward. If a is positive, it is facing upward. Okay, we will set our a as 1. Okay, so how about this h here? So this h, this controls the movement of our parabola going to the right or going to the left. If h is positive, it is in the positive axis. If h is negative, it is also in the negative x-axis. So this h controls the left and right movement. How about this k in here? So if we're going to move this parabola, it goes up and down. As we go to the positive, the vertex is in the positive as well. If we go to the negative, it goes to the negative also. So this controls the up and down of our parabola. Now, so if we want this, we want to put this parabola with respect to its vertex in here. So we can move on this side, then go up 1 unit, and we've already transferred our parabola. If we want it to face downward, so just set it to negative, and that is how we control our parabola. That is how this a, h, and k works and how this affects our graph. Now, what if we want to cut our parabola? Because this parabola extends forever. So what if we only need from here going here? So we can use the domain using the curly bracket. Make sure not to use the curved bracket or the rectangular bracket. Instead, use the curly bracket, that one. So if you want to limit this from negative 2 going to positive 2, so we can let x is more than negative 2, but less than positive 2. So look, our parabola cut from here, negative 2 going to positive 2. If you want to make it shorter, like that, so you can even use decimals like 1.5, like that. So you can control it and you can cut it using this domain here.